Hey guys, you did it! 1,000 followers. Thanks you so much for your support. Today it's time for the second episode of the Tips That Won't Hurt You series. We're going to focus on right lateral bend. I've been talking about this a lot in the last weeks. So we're going to see what the right lateral bend is and how you could maybe struggle to develop some. If you like my content, feel free to interact. Share, comment, like, or save. That's even better. Help me grow so I can help more people play better golf. So right lateral bend. When do we want it? How to do it? Why do I struggle doing it? Okay, right lateral bend happens in the thoracic spine mainly. It's definitely not something that you want to do in the whole spine, otherwise you're going to slide. It's not going to be very practical to rotate. That's not what we want. We want this shape, this rib cage area, to change its shape. There's going to be bend, of course, but there's going to be rotation. So I'm not complicating things too much today. Let's focus on what is going to help you. So what we want is this rib cage changing its shape. And we don't want to do this kind of stuff. What we want is this movement. Like we want the rib cage to bend that way. And in a way, as you can see, my rib cage is kind of going in front of my pelvis, so to speak, or left of my pelvis. That's the kind of move you want to do, and you want to do it when you change direction. Like here, I'm in left lateral bend, and I'm going to shift into right lateral bend. That's why you see clubs getting into the slot, you see all these cool moves, you see space for the arms, and that's what right lateral bend does. That's why it's so important. So why could you struggle developing right lateral bend? 3 elements today. Let's not overcomplicate things. Let's give you 3 major things that prevent people from having this correct shift to right lateral bend. The first one would be restricting the pelvis. I know you've heard about the X factor and the X factor stretch in transition. Okay, that happens. The problem is if you try to do it in the wrong way, you'll not get there. So if you really restrict the pelvis, if you flex that right hip a lot, what's going to happen if you want a huge shoulder turn, you're going to do it like that. Like flex, restrict, flex here, huge shoulder turn. If you notice here, my shoulders are very level and my pelvis is tilted. What does that mean? Right lateral bend on the backswing. How am I going to respond to that? Stretching these abs like that. Typical over the top thing. There could be makeup and I could also get stuck and extend and flip. Not a very good solution either. The second thing that can happen is a problem of trunk balance. So if you do see people really loading left, like going here, sagging on the left side, what's going to happen is my whole body weight is going forwards. How is my body going to react to it? It's going to throw the arms low and deep, most likely, to get balanced between this and this. My spine is going to react to it. As you can see, it's bending to the right. No good either. And the third thing that can happen is a misconception about weight shift. If you shift your weight here, and in a way you want to post on the left leg and transfer energy to the target, whatever. If you do that, look what happens. My left hip is adducted, my right hip is abducted. If I were to right lateral bend from here, I'm not sure I could connect with the ball. So again, that's really not optimal. I won't be able to rotate here. I'm most likely going to go here, extend, and flip the arms. No good either. So 3 things you need to avoid. Don't restrict that pelvis. Don't flex that right hip too much. Let the pelvic go. Stay balanced. That way you can develop that nice left lateral bend, which gives you room to go into right lateral bend. Easy. Second thing, don't sag on the left side. It's going to have an influence if you don't restrict the pelvis. Typically you're going to have the left hip high, but that's something you could also focus on to have this nice left lateral bend going into right lateral bend. And the last thing, of course, is not sliding. If you go here, you're going to be stuck. So focus on having the left hip shy of the left ankle. That way you can have a ton of depth here, and I have the space to develop my right lateral bend. Let's stop about there for today. That's already a lot to digest. Take your time. Try that for the next few weeks. Fill me in with your results, and we'll be seeing each other in the 3rd milestone, which will happen at 2,000 followers. Let's go there.